Hey everyone, welcome to another race breakdown. We are back again for the final race of the 2025 HINCAPIE Spring Series. We are at Rock Hill, South Carolina at the Crit Course. Hit the like and subscribe button if you guys have appreciated the videos and content early on in this 2025 season. All right, let's recap. So yesterday was a crazy watt day. Winds of around 20 miles an hour of gusts, so it was a race of attrition. If you haven't watched that video, go back in the files, check it out. Everyone just the field got shredded. So I did terrible. You should watch it. Very short video. Definitely good pointers in there if you haven't done a race with a lot of wind or crosswind features. Some good pointers in there. But today we are jumping right into this thing, guys. All right, pushing ahead. So today is going to be a totally different race. The wind is pretty much not a factor. I didn't even put it on the track map. It's actually coming from a different direction, around like 3 to 4 miles an hour, so it really wasn't even a factor. So pushing ahead into the action, you can see the field is getting strung out really early in this race. You can see gaps are already opening up very early. One thing that is going to be different from the day before is if guys have gotten blown off the back, they're already hungry to redeem themselves. I'm in that same position as well. You know, getting popped, I want to make sure, this being the last race of the series, I want to do really well, potentially get some points. But you can see we've got a small group going up to the left, a group of 4 riders going up left. So the moves have already been going. Nothing has really stuck. This, without the wind, this course kind of levels the playing field a little bit with the entire group. So this is a 1, 2, 3 race, so you have a pretty broad range of skill sets and fitness levels. And without that big wind, it really makes this into like a more traditional course. All right, jumping on to Fergus Arthur's wheel. He's going to follow that chase move with 4 riders. I'm going to follow him as well. I need to be in that move. It's got a good group of riders in it. Got a Skyway rider catching on my wheel. I really have to put in a hard dig here to get on Ferguson's wheel as quickly as possible. Whether this goes up the road or not, we need to make sure we have representation in this move. And we're smoking down the hill and up through the transition. The field is strung out behind us. And we reach this small cluster group really quick. And immediately, as soon as we get there, everyone kind of just sits up and starts looking at each other. We carry a ton of momentum up to them. And Ferguson kind of just stays on the pedals right here on the right. He's in the red, white, and black kit for foundation. You got Team Winston-Salem rider directly in front of me. The group is back on us. It's kind of spread back out. There's no one else up the road anymore. And you can see the Winston-Salem guys kind of looking around. He lays off the power a little bit, and I do as well. There's really no reason for me to go up and chase Ferguson down when you have all these other strong teams and strong riders in the field, and it's early, and it's kind of their job to bring this thing back. Skipping ahead 20 minutes in of this 60-minute crit. So it's been pretty tame these past 10 minutes. But you can see now we've got a group of about 10 to 15 riders going up the road. Check up to the left right here, you'll see them as we make this turn on the bend. And it's a really big group. So the urgency isn't like alarm bells aren't ringing right now for this group because for one, it's really early, and most likely like a group this large isn't going to go up the road. Please forgive me as I make the pass in the grass as we go around Ferguson. Gotta love a course that has no curbs and has grass. It really makes it where you have a ton of passing opportunities whenever you need to get around somebody that's dropping back through the field. But you can see it's getting a little single file right here. Just kind of staying sheltered a little bit. You know, I want to have visibility of the front and stay on the front half of the race as much as possible. But, you know, nothing super threatening going on right now. All right, pushing ahead another 8 minutes. All right, so it's going to be hard to see, but we have a small group of about 4 or 5 guys taking the hairpin right now. If you look to the left, you can kind of see them through the riders. But this is kind of the time in the race where we on the first day where moves in the field just really started to get shredded and stuff started to go, and now you can see like a couple guys coming around the hairpin like really just dropped anchor and stopped pedaling, and now there's just this huge gap of riders now, as there's a large separation from about 20 guys, 15, 20 guys up the road now in single file line to this back half of the peloton. So I'm not going to get on the front to pull this back, but I definitely want to make sure I'm close to the front in case I need to jump on anybody's wheel. So Caleb comes through right here, taps Jonas on the shoulder, blasts one through, and I'm in perfect position to hop on the Scads rider's wheel and kind of just ride this thing back up to the front. But Jonas kind of just lets up right here as soon as we come through. I don't know if, Caleb used to be a DDP rider, and Jonas knows, and the DDP head coach is kind of like, they're all buddies. Everyone's buddies. Everyone's been racing together. So he kind of let the wheel drop, and of course, like now the counters come through to bring this thing back. Look here on the left. Here's my teammate Jeremy. He had to drop out of the race due to a stomach bug. Super unfortunate because he has been riding so well. He's a Cat 3, and he's been riding really, really strong. Really wanted him to have him at the end of the race for me to help me kind of bridge some stuff up and make some moves for me, but unfortunately he's done for the day. And now we're slowly trying to reel in that front group, about 15 guys, and now most of the big teams now are coming back through to stitch this thing back up. Pushing ahead another 9 minutes. We are 40 minutes into this 60-minute crit, and things have been going well. So in this last 10 minutes, a group of 4 ended up going up the road, and out of that, they were kind of fighting a little bit, and 3 of them came back in the group. So now we only have 1 rider, solo breakaway rider, up the road, and we've been kind of keeping him within like arm's length. Like we're gonna let him get like 10 to 15 seconds. When I say we, I mean the strong riders in the group are like controlling that distance of the breakaway, and then we've been slowly kind of just reeling them back in the past couple minutes. I kind of see that the group is getting stretched out up front. I kind of just do my best right here to kind of stay on the power just a little bit and take a fast line, use my momentum coming downhill to gain a couple free spots while people are dragging brakes on my right, and I slot in behind my teammate Jake. As far as my fitness and what I'm feeling like so far in the race, I'm feeling pretty comfortable. I'm feeling way better than the day before. The wind is not a factor again, so my heart rate is way more controlled. I'm heading around that 165, 170 mark, and it's really, really helping me out and letting me kind of be a little bit more active.
It's going to get harder and harder to move up.
All right, so keep an eye out on the left right here. We have our solo breakaway rider. It is Joaquin. He is riding, currently he's wearing the kit. During today, he was wearing the Above and Beyond Cancer kit, but I think he was in a little bit of cahoots with Jonas and Belmont Abbey Cycling. I don't know if he's going to ride for them in the future. I know he's a younger rider, but he is really, really strong. Really cool to have him out at this race. But we're, again, 50 minutes in the group. The main part of the race, the peloton, is together, and we're about to bring him back in the next lap or 2. But at this point in the race, it's really kind of hold your position and get ready for the field sprint. All right, we're 6 minutes in, I believe, or 56 minutes in. I believe we are on 3 to go right now, and we just brought Joaquin back into the group. So now everybody is kind of like, if you're a sprinter, you're really fighting for position, and if you're a breakaway style rider or a threshold rider, you're kind of throwing your last minute bombs and Hail Marys to see if you can get away with a couple guys to better your chances. But if you have a sprinter on your team and you're wanting to come down to a full sprint, you're stitching everything up as quickly as you can, and you're getting positions as quickly as you can. I find a good line right here in between the peloton and this embankment to kind of move up on the right, gain a couple free spots, And as we come to 2 to go, or come to 3 to go, we get a little bit of a surge, and just these little bitty last minute just surges and counters are gonna go and try and just like, it's, in my opinion, for a sprinter, it really helps if you can stay toward the front, and it's gonna help your position these last couple laps. All right, so you can see I'm roughly like 15th to 20th wheel. You can see the peloton behind me. It is strung out. It has been fast. We only skipped ahead just a few seconds, but at the line is gonna be 2 to go. We're gonna play this thing out until the end, and we'll see how well I can handle getting position amongst some of these really strong riders and other teams that have numbers against me. But since we brought Joaquin with Above and Beyond Cancer back into the group, it's just been very like onesie-twosie, like small 1 or 2 rider like punches to try and counter. Now you can see way up the road in between these 2 riders, you have a Skyway rider and Jonas from Belmont Abbey. They do a late race attack, and then now quickly, like, you know, the counters are in the chase groups are firing back up. I believe a SCAD rider ended up starting this chase, which is good for me. I don't want anything to do with to initiate those chases to bring them back. I'm just going to slot in and try and stay as recovered and fresh as I can for the last 2 laps. But with the wind not being a factor, you can see how strung out and fast it is in the front and in the rear. It made it so much easier to draft. But what is super tough about the Rock Hill course is this transition and how wide the course is. It's not a very technical course. So whenever you hit this uphill section, like it immediately is going to get like 3, 4, even 5 wide at some point. Especially at the end of the race, guys are going to be pinballing off each other. People are going to be trying to box each other out. It is super crucial to hold the position that you can. Come around through the hairpin, you need to pedal through this thing. When it comes down the last couple laps, there's no reason to coast through this. If you coast through it, you're going to go backwards and you're going to lose crucial positions. I need to move up right here, so I spend a couple watts to move up on the left, and as soon as I do that, we have a SCAD rider throwing a little bit of a Hail Mary. I think there may be another rider just up the road. And then everyone kind of slows up and look to my left. Team Winston-Salem and Orange Man just come blitzing on the left to throw their last lap Hail Marys. And I really have to spend some watts right here. I do not want to get caught in the washing machine effect coming into 1 to go. I jump on Jonas Walton's, or I try to jump on Jonas's wheel, slot in behind the Skyway rider. This is their sprinter. You can tell he's a sprinter because he's built like a freaking SEC fullback. This dude can pump out some watts. And we have a older Miami rider on our left. I forget his name. Drop in a comment if you know, but I believe he used to be the last national amateur champion that we had before USAC canceled that championship or that title. But drop his name in the comments if you know. All right, that was the bell lap. We just came across the start-finish line, and we're in the Hornet's Nest with like 55 riders starting this race. I'm pretty sure 55 of us are still left. Like no one's been popped. Got a counter on the left. Team Winston-Salem and Caleb is going up the road. This is perfect for me. I'm going to do my best to kind of just like surge as hard as I can and stay on wheels and kind of move up, you know, as efficiently as I can, but also try to be aggressive. Having the luxury of this being our home track, I've got to do this course a lot, so I kind of know where the surges and the accelerations are going to be on the last few laps. But it is also tough when you're in a field that's this stacked. Sometimes, like, knowing the playbook a little bit doesn't even matter. Like, you're going to throw it out the window. All right, guys, we come up through the transition for the last lap. It is going to be super dicey right here. Elbows out. Every man for himself. You know, find the position, accelerate when you can. I find a sneaky little line through the middle, gain a couple good wheels. You don't want to get too deep in this thing because you're never going to come out of it. People are pinballing off each other left and right. This is going to be the fastest probably we've taken this hairpin, 21, 22 miles an hour, pedaling the whole time. All right, right here, I am boxed in. I cannot get either left or right, and I need to be on either side. You know, the grass is your friend in this scenario, or the wide line is. Unfortunately, I just have guys that are a little too timid and don't want to go. I actually I feel like I have enough juice right now to go early, but unfortunately, I'm boxed in. I'm trying to encourage guys to like jump early, but I finally get over to the left, and just opened it up just a little bit to kind of get some speed, but unfortunately it's too little too late. Like I'm already 15th wheel. They touch your shoulders as we come through the final corner with Team Winston-Salem, and now I just lay on the pedals and I have to keep my head up because there's so much traffic as we come through this final straightaway. It is like 3 or 4 wide, and boom, with a snap of a finger, first through like 15th came over the line so quick because it's just not that technical in this course, and it couldn't get strung out. So I ended up coming away 11th. So a little bit of redemption from the first day and falling on my face and getting dropped with the headwind and the crosswinds. But hey guys, hope you enjoyed the race. Appreciate y'all watching. More races come. Catch you on the next one.